Throughout the years, many wrestlers have tried their hand at acting, appearing in movies both good and bad. Most of us know Hulk Hogan was in Rocky III, The Rock was the Scorpion King, and Batista landed a huge role in Guardians of the Galaxy, but what about some of the lesser-known movie roles wrestlers have played over the past few decades? Those are the ones we're going to talk about today. Kevin Nash has appeared in many movies throughout the years. Plenty of us are familiar with his roles in not only the Adam Sandler movie The Longest Yard, along with fellow wrestlers Steve Austin, Bill Goldberg, and the Great Khali, but also in The Punisher, where he plays the Russian. More recently, he appeared in Magic Mike as a stripper named Tarzan, but one of his early roles came in 1991 when he took the role of Super Shredder in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2: The Secret of the Ooze. The Big Show starred in his very own movie in 2010 called Knucklehead, and even had an appearance in McGruber that very same year alongside Kane, MVP, Mark Henry, Jericho, and the Great Khali, but his acting career started nearly 2 decades earlier when he was casted in the 1996 movie Reggie's Prayer. Shortly after, he appeared in the Schwarzenegger Christmas movie Jingle All the Way, where he played the role as a giant crazed Santa and actually had a pretty funny fight scene with Arnold. In 1998, he made an appearance in The Waterboy as a professional wrestler named Captain Insano. Some people are familiar with Bill Goldberg's appearance in the Jean-Claude Van Damme movie Universal Soldier, or even his 2003 appearance in Looney Tunes Back in Action. But after that, he seemed to take just about any role he could get, and in 2005 he appeared in Santa's Sleigh, playing the role of a demonic Santa Claus. Yes, this is real. Most of us know that Brodus Clay was once a bodyguard for Snoop Dogg, but you might not know that he tried his hand at acting. In 2013, he played the role of Ethan, a crazed kidnapper in the horror movie No One Lives. The movie was produced with a $2.9 million budget and made about $75,000 at the box office. How did WWE Productions go from the likes of Scorpion King and The Rundown to this? The Macho Man Randy Savage had arguably the most memorable voice in the history of wrestling, and outside of the sport saw quite a bit of TV time as Slim Jim's spokesperson. But in 2002, he would see his first big movie role. Well, if you don't count Ready to Rumble. In the movie Spider-Man, Randy Savage played the role of Bonesaw, a professional wrestler not far from his actual in-ring persona, where he wrestled against Spider-Man in a cage match. A few years later, in 2008, he provided voice acting for the Disney animated movie Bolt as a character named Thug. His voice acting career was actually doing quite well in the years before his untimely passing in 2011. Jesse Ventura had quite the successful movie career dating back to 1987, where he appeared in 2 different Arnold Schwarzenegger movies, The Running Man and Predator. Throughout the years, he would appear in a few not-so-well-known titles, but would land a few more roles in some big-name movies such as 1993's Demolition Man, 1994's Major League 2, and Batman and Robin, released in 1997. Terry Funk wasn't known much for his acting career, but he did appear in a few notable movies, including the Sylvester Stallone film Over the Top, released in 1987, as well as 1989's Roadhouse. Fast forward a few decades and he would appear in the 2005 Johnny Knoxville movie The Ringer. Hulk Hogan is one of the biggest names in the history of professional wrestling, so it's no surprise that he appeared in his fair share of movies like Rocky III, Suburban Commando, No Holds Barred, Gremlins 2, and Mr. Nanny. But he also appeared in quite a few movies that many might not even know about, including 1996 titles such as Spy Hard, The Secret Agent Club, and Santa with Muscles, in addition to 1998 releases like Three Ninjas, High Noon at Mega Mountain, and The Ultimate Weapon. And as far as the most successful wrestler turned actor, The Rock, well, there's just not much in the form of movies that you hadn't heard of, as just about everything he's done has been a big production release. The scary part is, We've really only scratched the surface here, as there are many other wrestlers that have appeared in movies that were successful and not so much, so stay tuned and look out for a part 2, and as always, thanks for watching.